little mama, don't walk away. You're headed the wrong direction. The High Tea Boys podcast is this way, and I am hard as hell.
Just a cool black guy and his two Filipino brothers.
Yep. Hey, guys out there. Me?
Yeah, everyone listening.
I'm the whitest guy on this podcast, okay?
Well,
No.
okay.
You claim to be Mexican. RJ's clearly Mexican. I'm white.
Well,
People see me and they're like, that's a white guy.
I don't claim to be Mexican. I'm a daywalker.
You've slowly become Mexican. Don't argue with that.
I have lots of Chicano qualities.
Like a fat ass.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm like a Latina type Mexican. I'm like an AOC style Mexican.
Yeah, I'm like a torta Mexican.
I'm not a torta.
Is there a male equivalent to a torta?
A torto.
A torto. A torto. Gordo torto.
Yeah, el guap.
Have you ever thought about like what type of lady you would be? Like if I'm sure they have AI that can do it now.
Slut?
Like not that type of lady. But like if there was an example, like if you look at a picture of yourself and you can find the equivalent lady version.
Yeah, Devin would be Rachel from Fish Tank.
Would not be no.
That's
I don't insane.
Think so. Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Thank you.
Devin would be Christina Hendricks with big old tits.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is what I was getting to.
Oh, you'd be a sexy ass Christina Hendricks.
I'm so glad you guessed what I was thinking on the first guess.
Yeah. And I'm Don Draper. I'm gonna fuck ya.
Well, you wouldn't be. You'd have to be a lady.
And guess what, RJ? His name doesn't change. Yep.
Still a female name.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like a black guy name. It's a cool black guy name.
Yeah, and also, RJ, guess what?
Devin Hester. Ever heard of him?
Clit size doesn't change.
I'm not talking about like the physiognomy of their genitals. I'm just talking about like more of their stature.
You know? As a lady would be a 6 foot tall Christina Hendricks with giant tits.
6 foot Christina. Okay. Yeah. Who could be? Who's like a tall lady? I'm not like a tall for a guy, you know, like I'm.
Ooh, you're talking about the Statue of Liberty?
It's the tallest lady we have.
Ooh, she's sexy as fuck on there, too.
She kind of does look fine as hell now I think about it.
Who's that chick on Game of Thrones? It's the little girl, Arya, something like that. It's not Arya.
Arya's from Fish Tank.
Arya?
Arya, and she has like her bodyguard.
Needle? Oh, the hound?
The big lady. Oh, she had the hound.
Yeah.
Somebody had that big lady that was like
she's with Jamie Lannister.
Yes.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was cool as fuck. Honestly,
Gwendolyn
I would,
Christie.
Yeah.
Yep. Don't know when people's birthdays are, but say Gwendolyn Christie off the top of my head.
Christie.
Yeah. Yep. Captain Phasma.
Wow.
From The Force Awakens.
Oh yep, that's her.
Yep, she's only 6'3".
Ooh,
Damn, she looks
man.
good for 46.
Yeah.
And yeah. I recently followed this thing on Instagram called like Viking women or something like that. And it's just giant women that people think are hot.
That's
it's
why
so
I watch
cool.
One Piece. You know, it's all
Giant
there.
women.
Yeah. Can you see how tall this one lady is?
Of course.
She's on Ted Lasso. If you go to Ted Lasso, it's the MILF bitch.
Ted Lasso MILF? Juno Temple?
No, Hanning Whittingham.
Hannah Waddington?
Yeah.
Waddingham?
How tall is she? 5'11". Ooh, baby.
That's tall for a lady.
Yeah, she's a certified MILF.
Okay, she is stout.
Yeah.
She's sturdy.
Oh, yeah.
You watch Ted Lasso?
I did the first 2 seasons, and I was just like, I'm not getting tricked anymore.
I don't know anything about it except that it's like a super positive show that like Redditors love.
Yeah, I like Brett Goldstein a lot. That guy's very good. He's in
something about him I don't like.
Yeah.
He's very good. He's in this show called is it called Derek?
I don't like Derek, yeah, with Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, that show. He's on that show. God, that show's so funny. I love a show about a retarded guy.
Yeah.
Make more shows about retarded guys.
They don't make them like they used to. We got to do that tier list. Shows about retarded guys.
Ooh, okay. Or just retarded guy tier list.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, there we go. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think somebody told me that I would be like Mindy Kaling style body type.
You'd be
Not Indian.
okay.
Take the race out of it. No.
You'd have the
not the
worst
race.
tits ever. Ugh.
Let me see Mindy Kaling.
She's got those she has
I
flat
can't
tits,
type that
but
in.
they're also fat. You know what I mean? Flat
Yeah.
fatties. Yeah.
Oh, she got flat fatties.
Yeah, flat fatties.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's new Mindy Kaling after
Yeah.
Ozempic.
Yeah, right.
This is the Mindy Kaling they were talking about.
Yeah, and you can tell in there she's fat, but she's got small titties still. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it didn't go to the right spot.
That's just your body type right now.
Thank you for saying that I don't have big tits.
Yeah, you're like a
For
potato.
once. Finally, you admit it.
You're just like a little sweet potato.
I'm trying to think of who RJ would be. Like
Does she have to be
lady-wise.
Asian?
No, that's the thing. I'm thinking maybe Rosie
Rita
O'Donnell.
Repulsa. Okay.
Let's look up Rita Repulsa.
That's pretty good. And the outfit.
Repulsa. She is Asian.
Yeah, it's a good outfit.
Yeah. You kind of do that with your hair every once in a while.
Yeah, you live on the moon.
You do live on the moon. Everybody else Filipinos live on the moon.
You make little clay monster guys that come down.
Mhm. I tell you, it's weird, and stop doing that, but you still do it.
Also, RJ be a type of bitch that's like, what's underneath there? What you got working with underneath?
Oh, yeah.
What that cooter do?
Mysterious genitals? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really didn't think about the genitals when I was thinking about this type of thing.
I would love
I
to
think-
just disappear underneath your dress, RJ. You know what I mean?
You may.
Mike, this is
What's her little minions' names? I forgot.
I don't know. N-word and C-word or something.
Yeah, you can be one of them.
Mike. This is you as a lady.
Ooh, I'd be a dyke? Hell yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck yeah. I ain't gay like you guys. I'm a dyke.
Some sort of weird faggot like you guys. I'm a dyke. Yep.
We fight each other. We're dykes.
I mean,
We're the only world champions in any sport is in fighting is dykes. The people that have the highest spousal abuse out of any
Yes.
relationships
and it's acceptable.
happen to be world champion fighters. Weird.
It's kind of weird that like they didn't implement the judo in their domestic abuse. You know, it's usually the striking.
Man, could you imagine just Kayla Harrison being your girlfriend? Oh, man.
Let me see.
Just throwing you around.
Kayla Harrison, man. Just want to see if she might be a guy because I have my theories about it. Did you ever hear Brittany Griner speak? The female basketball player.
Yeah.
She
I almost thought you said black ball player.
the black you know that black ball player that black I don't say the black
The black ball player.
the black bitch.
Welcome to the black player ball.
No, this lady when RJ, you know who this is?
I've seen her before.
She got arrested in Russia. She's a
Oh,
female
that
basketball
hurt.
player.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
that
having a
story.
weed pen, and there's this whole thing. We traded some terrorists for her. No big deal. So when she spoke in an interview, like her voice is literally like, "Yeah, so I was over in Russia for a little bit for some weed." Like she sounds like a dude. It's crazy.
Did you see that? This was like a month ago, but they had to make new rules again because you remember how that one boxer in the Olympics, the one.
Oh yeah.
So they did. There was tests that came out, and they're not good. And so the boxing, whatever, I forgot what the boxing organization that's called. But they had to change their rules because of whatever they are. They still did more tests on them, and it came back that you might be a fucking dude.
Yeah.
And so the whatever organization had to be like, yeah, we gotta nip this in the bud. This is not happening again.
We need a league for these type of things.
Because it came out, so it's like, no, she's a lady.
Yeah.
She's clearly a fucking lady, you fucking bigots. And then they did more tests, and it's like, you might not be a lady.
She might have a cock and balls.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, might have a penis down there.
Yeah, or it's just an Algerian lady. Yeah, this is one of those, like, the only, like, intersex people that, like, people argue about trans shit for. And like, oh, no, there are people that are born with both genders. It's like, yeah, there's, like,
They
3.
exist.
Sure. Yeah, and they are not trans. They're just...
They're hermaphrodites.
Yeah.
Come on.
They're just freaks like you.
Yeah, that's what Freak on the Leash is about.
Yeah.
Whatever this is on the leash.
I mean, kind of does look like Jonathan Davis. Yeah. Let's see the lady that she beat up.
There's just some
Okay, that's
Italian
my
bitch.
picture.
So I was just like, oh, don't hurt me too bad. Please don't.
Please, no, I have to make it a sauce. I mean, she's like manly too, you know?
Yeah, she got
But-
that jaw.
Yeah, she got the manly jaw. Jesus. That jaw. Looks like an AI photo. Yeah, I heard something about
You
the
think I'd
test
be?
that they were doing.
Yeah. You think I'd be a Michelle Rodriguez bitch? I don't know about that. Why do I
yeah,
gotta
who
be
else?
Mexican, man? Come on,
Well,
get the fuck out of here.
I can't, really take that away.
I'd be like fucking who? Bette Midler? No.
I'm thinking like body type, like
Ooh,
if there's a scale.
Rosie O'Donnell.
I already did that for RJ.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking RJ might be Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah. I thought that too.
Or no, RJ would be more
What's that fat bitch from Drew Carey?
Mimi?
Mimi? No, that's too much. You'd be this. Hannah Gadsby. Yes,
Oh,
RJ,
yeah.
that's
I thought that
that's
was
a
guy.
lady.
Yep.
No, that's a lady. That's Nanette.
That's in that.
Is she a comedian?
Could you imagine in a world this was raped? Imagine someone raped this
Somebody sing this and said, I'd like to have that illegally.
without consent.
Yes, without
Could you
consent.
believe that?
I can see her doing John Oliver
No.
She does look a little bit like John Oliver.
or Mark Hoppus in that
yeah.
photo to the
Oh,
right.
yeah.
John's about to get all of her. That's right.
Oh, yeah. All over those glasses.
No, I think I'd be like a Monica Bellucci type. I think that's what I would be.
No.
No, this is clearly me.
No, definitely not the Mike. You would be.
I'm married to the Maravision and the Matrix. So.
Okay, hold on. I know who you are from the show 24. She's
Ooh.
Iranian lady. Shore Agdashlu. This lady.
I guess you'll do.
You know this lady?
She's hot as fuck. Yeah.
No,
I'll be
she's
here.
not. She's
She's
not.
beautiful.
She is not.
She's a beautiful
She
milk.
reminds me of that. What's it? Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Oh yeah, I'll be
No,
Welsh.
you guys are so wrong. I'd be more like a Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, this is a busted ass Iranian lady. Just saying.
Oh, you know,
This dude.
no, that lady's beautiful. What are you talking about?
No, she's not.
She's
You
great.
gotta see her like move and the way she talks. She talks like fucking Watto from Star Wars.
I mean, Mike likes
Yeah.
that.
You need to stop it just to check about it. You're gonna kill our family.
Devin, put your penis in my mouth, please. Please.
Please, just to suck my cheeks.
No, she's a beautiful lady. Devin's that who's that Australian bitch that was in comedies for a little bit?
Margot Robbie?
Nope, not her.
Yeah, it might be Margot Robbie.
No. No, type in Australian female comedian.
Oh, it's
She lost weight, but then kind of gained some back.
Australian lady. There we
is.
go. Second one,
There
Rebel
she
Wilson.
is.
I
There
knew
she
it'd come
is.
up. I love Google.
She looks
Yeah,
so
she-
weird skinny. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's.
I don't like it.
I do like that she has an Australian face, though.
Like retarded.
Yeah, I like retarded face. God, I love it. Retarded Australian lady face. Look at that. Hello. She has Down syndrome. Yeah. Yeah, I think, maybe now Rebel Wilson, I could be her, but she's not like strong enough. Like, who are some strong ladies?
You're more like Big Mike.
Ooh, Michelle Obama? Could be Big Mike style.
Big Mike style.
Let me type in Big Mike with this. Wait, is this the big? Oh no, that's. I was like, is that the guy that she's supposed to be?
Is that her gay brother?
Oh, there's Big Mike when he was younger.
Oh hell yeah! Clearly photoshopped fake picture.
I don't know. Is this a troon? Is that a dude?
I mean,
There's something wrong with the eyes. So, like, I will say that she has trans eyes. Like, there's something demented and dark behind them.
there's something wrong with the skin. There's just
Something's off about the skin, and it's kind of clear she is wearing a wig for some reason. It is funny that they wear wigs, but it's like it still needs to get cut, apparently. Like, this wig looks like fucking shit.
Why do they call you Big Mike?
I mean, the hands.
Oh yeah.
I don't know.
I like some big meat paws on a lady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's what I look for.
Yeah. It's the only time my dick looks small. You know?
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
When they got the short, chubby fingers.
No.
That's what it's what I tell ladies about
bare hands.
That's what I tell ladies about my big body. It's like it's not small; it just looks like that.
You know, there's something to that. Okay, there is there is something to that.
Sure,
because you get a little 5'4" twink. Suddenly his dick is huge. Okay. You get a 120-pound 5'4" twink. He's got a massive dong, but it's not. It's just on a little body.
But imagine the 5'4" twink with still a tiny dick. That's a rough life.
That's AJ.
Or just being a gay guy with a tiny dick. Damn.
I think that's most of them, right?
I don't know. I assume that they all have big dicks.
You assume that's been your research?
In my fantasies, they all are hung. No, I don't know. I just assume that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to get into talking about gay people. I have a lot of thoughts on them recently. A whole Pride Month.
That's a whole nother episode.
I do like you walking around Pride parades just with a clipboard and a ruler.
Can I snap a Polaroid real quick for my research? No,
I'm sure they wouldn't care. I would be honest with you.
They
if you
would
did
not
that,
care.
they'd be like, hell yeah, you can measure it, take a picture. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Which dudes rule. That is a dude rule moment right there.
I don't know if it's a dude's rule. Well, okay, if some guy asked me in public, I'd probably let him do it, honestly.
Do you hear
Sure,
that, RJ?
whatever.
Yeah,
it's
I hear
for
that,
science.
RJ?
It's on recording.
I told you
Okay.
guys, ask me anytime. I'll put a ruler up to it and
For
show
all
you.
the men out there, you can approach Devin in public and ask to see his penis. He'd be like, yeah, sure, you can see it.
Yes. Why not? I don't
You can
care.
see
It's
it, you
just,
can suck it, you can flick it,
just dudes being dudes.
you can
know?
pop it, you can twist it.
You could take photos and selfies with it if you want.
Of course. Of course.
You get. I've got a little thing that says "World's Smallest Penis" next to it. It's cool, no big deal.
But it's ironic. It's an ironic sign. It's like I'm a stupid t-shirt.
Because the sign's huge.
Yeah, exactly. No, I was thinking this about gay people. Like I think the thing that bothers me about them, not all of them, because there's
This
like
is a tier list.
it's a list. I guess it's different categories. Like there's just gay guys that are like they do their own thing. Like they like anime. They watch Sex and the City.
Me.
They do a podcast.
Yes. Continue.
You know? And they just they don't get all like weird and freaky. But then there's other ones that are
I'm
okay.
freaky. Okay.
Well, the other side of it is the gay dudes that are like doing flatliners to themselves every night.
But that's dudes. It doesn't
I
matter
think it's
if
a
you're
significant
gay or
portion.
straight. No, it's not.
I think there's a significant
dudes.
portion of gay dudes that like smoke a shit ton of meth and say "fuck me until I'm dead" and then use the paddles on me.
If
you know, like
okay, hold on.
Okay.
If you could, would you? If I had meth
I
and
smoke
paddles,
meth and get fucked to death.
you would.
Okay, I think there's a severe disconnect in things you think I would do.
It's just dudes rule. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. There's just something about that
The
that
straight guys
bothers
are
me.
out there throwing a belt around their neck and dying, jerking off. Okay.
Exactly.
That's
and
what
that's
straight dudes are doing.
weird too.
That's what straight dudes are doing.
Yeah, I know. It's all, and when we see that, we call it sexual deviancy, and we make fun of them for dying. And when gay guys do it, we give them a parade.
I think dudes rule. Okay. I think they deserve a parade.
I think dudes rule. I think gay guys suck. Whatever.
For what gay guys have to do to their body, they
It is
deserve a parade.
insane.
Yeah.
It is insane.
Lesbians, they don't exist. Now, if you want to get on that conversation with me, I'm here with you, brother.
Okay.
Lesbians don't exist. Gay guys, those are just top tier guys.
I do know a lesbian.
I'm
does
a
exist.
low tier man compared to a jacked fucking gay dude who's getting railed in his ass. Come on. A
Okay.
6'6" giant Viking guy just getting pumped in his ass.
Okay. I mean, what about it?
I'm a
just
low
disassociating.
man on the tier list of men compared to that.
Oh, you think he's a higher being than you
yeah, on
because
the-
of his stature and the fact that he's getting fucked to death.
yeah, what he's willing to do to be a man, you know?
I'll make a man out of you. Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about him that just kind of freaks me out sometimes when I really think about it. Yeah. I had a friend that was very racist and homophobic, and he's like, I don't care about gay guys. It just makes me fucking sick to think about what they do to each other.
It's funny.
like, that's-
what are you talking about? It's hilarious. Watching two guys rail each other. It's silly.
I think it's hilarious in theory. You know? It's like having the conversation of like, oh, like what CD would you bring with you if you were on a desert island? It's like, oh, you could joke about that, but when it comes to it, you're on a fucking desert island and it's scary and you're alone. You know?
I'll hold
When
your
the re-
hand.
when the
watch
rubber-
skateboard together and I'll hold your
The
hand.
rubber meets the road. It's pretty freaky.
We just need to get more exposure to get you to overcome this fear.
Like Clockwork Orange me.
Yeah, RJ and I just laugh. We just sit there and just giggle to each other. Just belly laugh with each other.
Just smile.
Look at him. Look at him squirm in his little chair.
Look at him piss on his face. It's so funny.
Yes. All right, I need to get off of gay people real quick.
Yeah, you're
Did you-
always on them.
I'm not always on. I'm just you
Yeah,
brought
he
it
showed
up.
me
RJ?
like 5 of those.
RJ? Yeah. RJ? Is he always on gay dudes?
No, he shows me all the time.
Thank
That or
you.
just racist stuff.
Yeah, racist gay Hitler man.
Have you heard about this Charles Leto guy? I think it's Charles Leto. No, that's okay. No, it is Charles Leto.
Good old Chuck Leto.
Chicago lifeguard
Chicano lifeguard
shooting.
shooting.
There it is. Okay. So have you seen anything from this? Oh, is this just a still? God damn it. Show me the video. Let me see. I know it was on Chiracology. But have you seen or heard anything about this video? This like white guy shoots these 2 black teens.
It's a new thing?
Yeah, it just happened like 2 days ago.
No, I'm not plugged in to white guys killing black people.
Well, you're not on the right subreddits then.
Yeah, I'm plugged in on different type of crime statistic.
Well,
He plays Grand Theft Auto.
kind of plays into what I'm looking for right now.
I can
Leto
show
was his
you
name.
a video.
Yeah, this is the dude. So you look at his face, wherever it is.
Charles, no, Charles.
Oh, Charles, you shot me with your gun, Charles.
Oh, Charles, I'm just a black teen, Charles.
So you think this guy's racist?
Yeah.
This nice bald white guy
He
from
looks
Chicago.
Angry.
He's either a racist or a pedophile.
This 51-year-old lifeguard in Chicago.
What's up with these boys you got
I don't
here?
know. That's a different Charles Leto. I
That's
don't
a
wanna look
different
at
search.
that. No. So yeah, there's this video. This might be.
Did you see that there's a heavyweight last night that fought? That's like, yeah, I went to prison for 15 years.
Oh, was that the dude, Alvin? Alvin, the first guy?
Haynes, maybe?
Alvin Hines.
Hines, yeah.
This dude is Will Sasso. He looks just like Will Sasso.
Yeah.
He fucking kicks ass.
Yeah, I went to prison for like 15 years for like rape and pedophilia or something.
Did he really?
I don't know.
He kind of looks like it. Yeah, he kind of kicked ass. I liked watching him fight because he reminded me of like an old like 2000s UFC fighter.
Yeah, it's
like just
crazy.
went in there, didn't give a fuck, and just went in there to fight.
It's so
Hell
weird.
yeah,
My whole gauge on this stuff. So it says his age. Did you see his age?
He was an older dude.
He's 33.
Okay, yeah.
You
Just
look at a
getting into
picture of him,
UFC.
and you're like, how am I older than you?
Yeah, that's scary. I mean, jail must have aged him. He also is from Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Minnesota will age you.
Minnesota.
This is the crazy thing, too. He's number 262 pound for pound. Top fighter out of 18,000 somehow. Somehow.
Your life goal should be on that list to be on Tapology. Yeah, I'm 16,552.
I kind of want to do. I kind of want to see who the last fighter is.
The pound for pound worst fighter.
Yes, it's gonna be like a lady boy.
It's gonna
Go to the fucking
it's gonna be Laura Sanko.
Yeah. Oh my God, Eric Tier. His record is 0 wins, 9 losses. This dude does not quit. This guy kicks ass. Last fight, he's still fighting.
Oh hell yeah, he.
They don't know when he was born. He's 6'2".
Yeah, I've lost 9 fights in a row. How many wins do you have?
I lost 9 fights in a row. I got a pretty good knockout percentage though. Yeah, I'm knocked out 67% of the time.
Yeah.
The other times I get submitted.
Yeah, me and Tony Ferguson, we've got a pretty similar record.
Oh, he has 1 Muay Thai win.
Oh, good for him.
Oh, he got a KO. This would be my record. If I do anything like fighting, like I could get lucky in a Muay Thai fight probably once. Anything MMA, I'm like, I'm fucking done. I'm so done. 0 chance. The term puncher's chance was invented for me. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Okay. William Wild Boy Wilson.
Ooh.
0-7. I want to see somebody with like 30 losses. Oh my God. Jay Hurricane Ellis, 16 wins, 110 losses.
Jesus Christ.
This is a story about a hurricane. 41 years old. When is his last fight? Still this
He's
year.
still fighting.
Career disclosed earnings $0. Holy shit, dude. Where do you fight in Muay Thai? You doing MMA? King of the Cage, that's MMA.
Yeah.
Elite XC. Yeah. Dude.
That's awesome. That rules. Oh, he has an upcoming fight. That's awesome.
God, where can I watch this guy? I'm going to be his biggest fan. BFC, isn't that bare knuckle?
No. Wait, is
Okay.
it? No.
It's not a real thing. It's just somebody's gym.
Black Fight Club. No.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in the Black Fight Club. Yeah, I'm 16 and 110 in the Black Fight Club. This guy's name is Ratavius Playboy Thrasher. Fuck yeah, dude.
Ratavius.
Ratavius Playboy Thrasher.
Yeah, my mom likes rats.
Yeah.
Yo,
And skateboarding.
Yeah, Ratavius.
Ratavius.
I was born in walls and the skateboard.
This is my brother, Mouth Sean Lynch. Yeah, she
Yeah.
like mouths too.
Yeah, she really liked watching Fievel and playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
She's a big fan of Five Goes West. Oh, damn. This is impressive, but like also just kind of sad, man. Jake Big Daddy Zog has been chasing that high of his one win.
Hold on, go back.
Okay.
I like this guy. Derek the
Derek
Dictator.
Dictator Clardy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, my name's the Dictator. 'Cause I dictate when you knock me out.
I dictate my cock in your mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Damn. He only has one win also. Split decision win. Damn.
Sorry, RJ. Are we doing a tier list?
Yeah. Okay, we're doing
sorry.
we're doing a tier list.
We're doing a tier list. It's fine. Don't worry about
I
it.
think what we're gonna do first.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I forgot to size these correctly, but we're not gonna do that one first. We're gonna do our top slave tier list. We've been talking about this for a while.
Top
I
slaves.
think it's finally time to get into the best slaves, the coolest slaves, the most enslavable type of people.
He was the best slave.
He was a beautiful slave. I have RJ going first.
I took this tier list very serious, RJ. I thought about being silly with it, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna be serious with my
I googled
choices.
slaves.
RJ Googled slaves.
RJ Googled yellow slaves.
RJ just found out about slavery by Googling the word slaves.
Yes, I'm shocked. 6 million.
It's too many slaves. So we all took a different approach to this one. I will say
My approach is everywhere.
your approach is everywhere, and I am curious about your explanations. I'm very curious about Mike's explanations because
You shouldn't be, because they're genius.
we'll see. We'll see when we get there. I'm gonna RJ. I'm gonna have you go first. What are you starting off
In
with
my
here?
order.
They're in your order.
I did Mr. Slave.
It's Mr. Slave,
Okay.
the original slave,
Now, who is he a slave to?
Mr. Garrison,
Mr.
or
Garrison.
Mrs. Garrison.
It depends on who you look. What episode you watch.
Yeah. Well, was Mr. Garrison just Mrs. Garrison?
Later on, right? Not in the beginning.
No.
No.
Mr.
Yeah,
Garrison.
he trans at a certain point and then became president. But I don't remember if his name was Mrs. Garrison. I don't know. I don't remember.
So RJ, are you saying that Mr. Slave doesn't earn a wage?
I don't think so. He gets spankings. That's kind of a wage. As you can see from the picture.
He's
Okay,
paid
so-
in spankings.
So do you believe in volunteer slavery?
That's just helping a homie out.
Yeah. Devin wakes up with RJ jerking him off. Says, I'm just helping a homie out.
Just helping a homie out.
This is what you get. This is your payment.
He is a voluntary slave.
This is what you deserve.
Yeah. Good morning, sunshine. This is what you deserve.
Yeah. He has the sun around his face like he's the baby from Teletubbies waking you up.
Want me to suck it? All right, so Mr. Slave. Hello, Popo.
Hello, Bo. Hello, Twinkie.
Lolly. So, Mr. Slave is a top slave for you? When we're talking about like enslavable people, like
Oh, my list is everywhere, so I don't have a definitive what this is.
all right.
Now, RJ, question for you. Are you implying that all gay men are slaves?
No,
Do you believe that all gay men are slaves?
they can't be.
All gay slaves matter.
Yes.
Damn, none of us put gays on our list of best slaves.
Yeah. Well, I mean, RJ did.
RJ kind of did.
So I'm winning.
You are. I don't know if Mr. Slave for me is going to be A tier, to be honest with you. And it's only because it's volunteer slavery, but I like him so much.
Well, and he's yeah, I do like him so much. Yes, that's a good point. I will apply that to all of these going forward, is whether I like them so much or not. He's also like subservient. He does what he's told. I don't think he gets sassy.
Yeah.
You know,
He
you never
puts-
have to put him in the hot box.
No, he puts the prep in his mouth. It
Yes.
does what it's told.
Yes, it does what it's told. Or else it gets a spanking again.
Or else it gets AIDS again.
Yes. So yeah, I'm saying A tier for that. That works. All right. What's next, RJ?
I said Pokemon.
Pokemon. Now, what is this picture?
Okay,
I think it's
interesting
Squirtle's being
conversation. Yep, interesting conversation. Are Pokemon slaves?
Did you catch them against their will?
Do you
And then you
catch
force them to do things.
Do you catch them against their will? Some Pokemon you don't catch against their will, like
Meaning some are slaves, some aren't.
Oh,
technically, I guess.
there's field and house. Is that what you're saying?
Pokemon are not slaves. There's a popular theory headcanon that said Pokemon are slaves. I highly disagree with that statement. In Sinnoh Route 213, there is NPC called Dr. Footstep. Who
What is that sentence?
read through, I don't know, I'm just reading words at this
This
point.
is not true. So they are slaves.
Read through Pokemon Footstep, nor the fact that some Pokemon don't have any foots. He said Pokemon really enjoys being trained by humans as they see it. Oh, hold on, I got to do the accent for this. He said Pokemon really enjoy being trained by humans as they see it as an opportunity to get stronger. I know many people want this slavery thing to be in the series, but realistically speaking, Pokemon is series dedicated mostly to children.
Now, I would say that there's, at one point, for sure, there's been one enslaved Pokemon, which is Mewtwo, right?
Truly enslaved, but also like the Django of Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Powerful. But, I mean, so, I'm really trying not to say the word, but are
Say it.
other Pokemon just
one's
like
listening.
the house slaves?
Beep, I choose you.
George Floyd, I choose you.
Because I can't breathe.
Yeah. Yeah, start a riot.
Yeah, use Lucy.
Yeah, use Lucy. Pass off that fake 20. Oh no, it backfired on me.
Quick, use fentanyl.
Get back in the Pokeball, George Floyd. This is going to be really bad for you.
Oh no,
Quick, beat up your pregnant girlfriend.
he sent out Chauvin. Oh no, get back in.
Oh, Floydimon versus Chauvimon? That's a tough battle.
No, that's Digimon. We're getting Digimon territory.
Yeah. Sorry, Floydmon-chan.
There we go.
That's what I meant to say. And Chauve Trio. So I would say a lot of Pokemon are slaves, though, because they are all like captured. They're just like subservient slaves.
I don't
You
know
know?
if I would consider them. So, like, what do you consider your cat a slave?
If it would get things for me from the fridge, then kind of, yeah. I kind of would.
So, if you trained a bird to get you cool stuff, that would be your slave.
It depends, I guess, if I beat it, if it doesn't do its job.
Is beating the factor?
Beating's kind of the factor of slavery. It's kind of a big thing.
So, like cockfighting. Those roosters would be considered slaves.
They do work for you and they make you money,
No?
you know? I think that's kind of the thing, too. Like,
Do you beat them and do you get money from it?
because, okay, if you have a butler, well, you pay a butler, but
Yeah, exactly.
but I feel like they would just have like a...
I learned
in
that from
England.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, Jeffrey. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that would be kind of bad if they made him a slave.
Well, I can go into Uncle Phil again if you want.
Yeah, Uncle Tom, Phil.
The tricky thing here with it, RJ, and I'll let you answer this, is does intellect matter for slavery? I'll let you answer that, okay, buddy?
We're not
Say
getting
no.
into phrenology until we get to my list, okay?
Because that's where it comes in with Pokemon. Is it an intellect thing, or are Pokemon? Do they want to be slaves? They want to be cozied up in that Pokeball.
Well, think about Pikachu's skull shape real quick. Does it have a sloping frontal lobe?
What about that extra bone in its foot?
Magikarp's extra bone. Yeah, I don't know. RJ are Pokemon slaves.
I say yes.
I don't
That's
know
why they're on my
because there's
list.
legendary Pokemon that are like really strong and are like
Well,
Doesn't matter how strong they are.
Mandingo fights.
there's like there's like
Yakub.
The thing
yes,
about this,
there's Yakubian Pokemon. Yakub
Galactic
does sound like a Pokemon name, to be
Yakub
honest.
is a Pokemon. I gotta see if they made that. Yakub Pokemon. Somebody has to have made that. And if not, we got a real cool thing we can make. Yakubimon. Peepo Monkey. I don't know what that is.
Doing the swoosh.
I'm still relaxed and blocking the path.
That's RJ. That's the most RJ thing we've ever seen.
That's the most RJ. He's on Filipino time.
Oh yeah, Filipino time.
Hello, do you have a flute? I will not move unless you have a flute.
Yeah, no, without your flute.
I'm going to bring a flute when we go on drives because the other day you fell asleep within like 10 seconds of leaving the cul-de-sac.
Yep.
It was impressive. You weren't even tired before. You were talking, you were jumping around, you had a beer.
Well, he tired himself out.
Oh, that's what I said. I said, oh, little guy's all tuckered out. Oh. Yeah. We were driving to the disc golf course like Friday, and you're like, do we always take this way? I was like, yes, you're sleeping the entire time. You don't know where this disc golf course is.
Yeah.
Yes, we always
kinda
take
cool.
this way.
Yeah, RJ's that lady in France who's been getting raped by you and your pals.
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
That
You guys do whatever
poor
you want.
lady. Man, that was one of the worst stories ever.
Okay. You wanna
No,
get
we're
into
not.
that?
No, we're not going to get into it.
we gotta
We're
go
not
through
going to
this
get
list.
into anything extra that
I think we're in
basically
that hour,
says
Devin.
that. I don't know. She might be lying. No, she might be lying. No, not getting into any of
If you
that.
don't want to get into it, then we don't have to. But I think you said everything that I was about to say. So,
Here in France,
moving on.
we like to videotape our not unconscious wives and have gay sex next to her.
I just want to just bring up
No.
the fact that
No,
So
she's
my
a hero.
next one.
That's what that says. She's a hero.
doesn't
Okay,
say she's a hero.
she is a hero to us here in France.
Well, do you know what drug she was taking?
I don't want to get into it, Devin.
I'm just okay. I'm just
So where are you putting
it's not
Pokemon?
it's not roofies. It's just normal psychiatric drugs that lots of people take.
Yeah, that's what you take.
I do. I actually do take it.
I think we could just leave it at S tier.
Yeah,
Pokemon
no.
are
B tier. We're gonna go. I'd go B
B
tier.
tier.
Yeah, for me.
I'm gonna say
personally.
okay. I'll meet you in the middle today because I think that
Okay.
they are slaves.
I don't think they are. I think they love their master too much to be a slave.
I don't think that like really takes away from being a
They
slave.
force them to like them. Like
Yeah.
a
No,
lot
they
of slaves
don't.
are like, no, they do.
No, Ash had to win Charizard's heart when he evolved because their personality changes.
Well, he's a fire sign.
That makes
That's how they
sense.
are.
You're a
Scorpio.
penis sign.
That's not a sign. It's not even on the Chinese zodiac
It
calendar.
is. Yeah, you were born in the year of the penis.
Well, it is the cock. They have the year of the cock.
No.
What's your next one?
So speaking of a butler, I put Alfred.
Batman's Alfred?
Yeah.
Master Bruce.
Because he's done a lot of things that he's supposed to get. He gets paid for it, but he has to do a lot of secret
He's
shit.
got to
that
do a lot of stuff.
Nobody knows about. He's like, I guess I'll do that too because it's part of the family.
But he,
Now-
he earns a wage, and at one point he is running Wayne Enterprises.
Yes, but there's some secret shit he has to do too.
Yeah. Okay.
That I feel like it's like he doesn't get paid for that. He's just doing it for honor.
The gay sex.
Yes.
Okay.
Master Bruce comes in there all sweaty and tired and beat up. Who has to mend him? Who has to suck him off?
Yeah.
Robin's
Well-
busy.
I don't doubt in between when they changed Batman's
Diapers.
girlfriend, he would have changed it. Like, did he change his diapers? Because he was
Oh, he had
butler
to.
for a long time, right?
He did everything for him.
Yeah, I had diapers when I was 10. So.
Was he 10? Is that when Alfred came in?
Oh no, Alfred was around before then, but
Mike's just saying personal experience.
person.
Oh, you're just saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's
I was
just
in
saying
diapers,
stuff.
too.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, okay. Sorry. Thought you were talking Batman lore.
What was I singing? I was singing. I've got some poop and pee in my diaper. I've got some poop and pee in my
This is little
diaper.
Bruce Wayne singing to him.
I've got some poop and pee in my fucking diaper.
I don't
And
know
some
this
cum
song
is
again.
Inside there, you wanna stay at the Y?
Oh, okay.
He knows it.
You
He's
wanna
just hiding
change
it.
my dirty diaper. Wanna change my
He's got a dirty diaper from poop and pee.
It's
we
full of
go.
poop and piss, and I come in there. Alfred gets paid,
Yes.
but
The butt stuff.
how do you feel about the idea of the whole like working for the company store coal miner thing where they only get paid in, money that they can use in the company store.
Yeah, that's not real money.
So now we're living in a society where everything's basically owned by one company, BlackRock. Are we just working for the company store? We're getting paid money that we can only use at one location. We get the illusion of choice. Are we slaves?
Are we all slaves?
I'm just saying,
So this is S tier.
Fine, if you don't want to talk about my theory.
that, but
It's a good theory.
I
agree.
I'm gonna say
he was a
C tier.
he was a secret he worked for MI6 before he joined the Waynes.
Slaves had lives before that.
Yeah.
Being slaves too.
Yeah, slaves
Not
can
my
have jobs
slaves.
too.
Not my slaves. Okay,
Well, they did.
that's what
Actually,
that's what Family
no.
Matters is about.
What?
No, continue.
Okay. I'm just looking at your list, and they all had jobs before.
You don't know that.
I don't know who two of them are, but
Good.
okay. So I'm saying C tier for Alfred as a slave. He's a butler,
Yeah,
so he's paid.
Yes.
I'm saying C tier. What's your next one?
So after doing some research,
Yeah, after picking these three and then doing some research.
He stumbled upon something.
did you know that my fellow Asian family members were slaves, the Chinese? We built a railroad. railroad.
Were you slaves?
Yes. They made me build.
Are you sure about that?
You really sure about that?
Yeah, Google said it.
They said that you were slaves and not indentured servants. Just want to be clear here.
Same thing.
No,
It sounds like they're over here on a work visa.
Yeah.
We'll give you your own
slaves.
town, a couple towns.
Notice how it doesn't say where.
I know it says
Yeah,
they
they're
were slaves in
enslaving.
China.
Yeah, they're enslaving each other.
Interesting.
Like another plan.
Another place. Interesting. Who on the boats? Who on the boats?
Oh, look at this. While experiencing conditions akin to indentured servitude or debt bondage, it's not accurate to
Bondage.
broadly label them as slaves in the same way that African people were enslaved in the Americas.
Well, they're kind of slave in the same way.
Pretty interesting, RJ. It seems like you didn't do enough research, my friend.
So what's the difference between them and them?
Oh, well, you
Eyes
got
and
an
skin.
Irish guy sitting right next to you who can explain the plight of the Irishman.
We were both of the types of slaves.
No.
Yes.
We were
No.
field slaves,
Devin-
and we were railroad slaves.
Yes. Railroad.
We lived the whole thing.
Yeah, railroad.
Railroad.
Yeah, railroad.
Yeah,
Railroad.
Railroad.
Yeah, yes,
Hello,
your skin is
railroad.
yellow. Yeah, railroad.
Yellow railroad. Hello.
Railroad. Yeah, railroad. Yeah, we were all kinds of slaves. Doesn't get talked about enough, but yeah, the Irish were enslaved by probably Jewish businessmen, Zionists,
The British.
Sure, yeah, quotes the British. Yeah, who runs the government of Britain? So Chinese people, they were
They were
a lot of them
purchased.
died on the rail. They were more subject to poor working conditions.
They're working on the railroad.
I guess
Railroad.
technically they were slaves in China, but they built the wall. I'm only thinking about slavery in America. I think that's where
me too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they were slaves in China, but I think that was kind of like Egyptian slavery, where they say everybody was slaves, but like they just had no monetary system really. It's like you were just born
A
a
caste
slave.
system.
Yeah, basically a caste system.
Yeah.
Or if you had some like handy skills, then you don't have to do slave labor. But most of the people were just retards that they just
Yeah.
fed beer to and built pyramids.
RJ's ancestor is building the wall, and he's like, "Oh, look at I put a hole right here. Very, very cool hole, huh?"
Yes, a horror-field of glory. A Socratic glory for her.
Very
I hope
interesting.
somebody don't put something in through the her. Who knows where it happened? Oh no, I make the her too wide.
I need a little padding in there.
We need to invent cardboard to make a real Chinese agrarian. Is that what happened with your ancestors, RJ?
It's almost spot on,
basically what
minus the railroad
Yeah,
part.
that's what happens when he has his Mulan moment with his ancestors. He meets that one.
Let's suck on your penis
To
to make you come.
my ass.
So, Chinese slaves. I mean, they I'll give you B tier. They did some fucked up stuff.
Iron
Molded
Road.
by it. Some might say they were born into this lifestyle.
Well, I guess a lot of black slaves were born into the lifestyle too.
Born to be a slave.
I am Chinese.
Yeah, but Chinese mandingos didn't exist, so.
That's how we got Bruce Lee. I think he's from San Francisco, right?
Or sumos. Man, that'd be so cool. That sounds like a really cool anime. Can we make that anime?
A sumo slave.
Where the slave masters are getting their mandingos together.
Oh,
Yeah, good, nice slave there, huh? Look at mine.
yeah, he's from China for sure. Yeah, damn, that's an anime I'd watch. Sumo Slave, Sumo Django.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm saying B tier because they were kind of slaves, but like they did get their own towns and stuff. And
Yeah, they got most of California for a while.
Didn't Africans get their own towns?
You're talking about Atlanta and Detroit?
Yeah.
Atlanta, Detroit,
I mean, think it.
Chicago.
Oakland.
Yeah.
Man.
They got their own
Crazy
towns
how many
now.
towns
You're
they
saying that we
got.
already paid our reparations,
All
right?
right, no, hold on.
Exactly.
So then you can literally call something China City, but you can't call it.
Call it what?
Yeah,
Can't you call it what?
Atlanta. See, they got their own towns too, but they didn't just label them of what they are.
Yeah, I do call Atlanta N-word town.
Also, I would like to eat at a place that was Africa City Buffet.
Africa City Buffet,
So
honestly, sounds delicious.
Shouldn't a place called China City be more of like, wow, those were actually slaves that were here to build the railroad? Railroad.
City Buffet. So funny.
Africa City Buffet sounds so good.
I think because it got a good laugh, it should be at least an A tier.
We have so many different bananas here at Africa City Buffet.
You can perch up in a tree and eat your bananas if you'd like. Yeah, that's crazy. Why would you say that? Africa City Buffet. I mean, have you ever gone to Soul Food Place? I feel racist like ordering there. Like, yeah, I'll have a catfish po' boy, a side of fried chicken, and watermelon. It's literally like collard greens,
yeah.
grits and gravy. Yeah, and it's
Lean.
good. Yeah, yeah, it's a self-serve lean fountain. Yeah. Oh, I think you got to change the codeine syrup. This one's a little light. It's got a little bit too much promethazine. That would be my dream, honestly. That sounds amazing. A lean fountain. Carbonated lean.
What's your next one, RJ?
All right, so this one might be controversial,
Oh, not like your other ones.
but
We're
this
doing
one,
a slave tier list. This
Yes.
is supposed to be controversial.
So this one, I think it's a new kind of slave. Devin, you know my choice, right? It's a new slave.
It's, yes.
Yes. So the reason why I picked this is, this person is in trouble, and now he might become a slave to society and things around him.
You might say he's kind of a bad boy.
Yeah.
I was hoping
Maybe-
you were going to pick Justin Bieber.
No, this one's more of a bad boy for life.
Yes.
He enslaved Justin Bieber.
I know. That's kind of
Slavers can own slavers.
slavery can own. Wait, what?
You know what I mean. You'll figure it out. I know what I mean. I picked P. Diddy.
Who watches the slavers?
Who? Yeah. Who enslaves the slavers?
So now, while in prison, people are making him do some
Okay,
stuff
so
for
you're saying
no payment.
So you're saying once he gets convicted, he's going to be.
Oh, he's in there. He's in prison.
So
Is he
you're
in prison
saying
right now?
prison
I
is
don't know.
another form of slavery?
No, just P. Diddy.
You're supposed to say yes, RJ. Because, God damn it.
No, that's too woke. Well, we can't say that. Prison is not slavery. Prison is where bad people go to rot and die.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a certain type of bad person.
Certain type of bad
Yeah, so if they go up to P. Diddy and they're like, I want you to lick this stall clean, and he's like, I won't do it. They're like, you're gonna do it. He's like, all right, I'll
What
do it.
do you think they make people lick stalls clean in
I'm
prison?
not, I'm not
Yeah,
P.
by
Diddy.
stall, you mean another man's asshole?
Yeah.
See, they're making him do things that he doesn't want to do without payment.
Okay, so I saw your
Do it or you're gonna get punishment.
I saw your submission here about P. Diddy, and I was wondering what the angle was because it seems like he was more of a slaver. Like, he had a bunch of slaves.
Oh yes, 100%. But now I decided to give it a twist.
Okay.
So I put it at the end.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I see him as much of a slave in prison.
Is
Because
he gonna be, Big Papa? They're gonna make him do stuff.
No,
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
be-
He's got too much money and
He
influence.
He does have a lot of money.
Yeah, but he's in his realm. That's
Yeah,
that's where he's gonna go to thrive.
Yeah. He's got money and influence, and he's just going to be doing freak-offs in prison.
Oh, they might like that.
They're not going to like it, but that's what he's going to like about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think he's much of a slave. I'm saying that's D-tier slave.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is like when you send the Joker into Arkham. That's the same thing that's happening.
That's where he likes to be.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know what I do with this baby oil.
And then they're gonna be like, we already have baby oil. He's like, oh yes,
Not my kind of baby oil.
mine come fresh from babies.
Mine come from the tears of little boys.
Yes. Mine come from all the way by Epstein's Island.
Mine come from. Wait, hold on. What's his name?
The Riddler?
No.
The diddler.
Mine
Robin.
come from the fat of Biggie Smalls. We killed him to make baby lotions and soap and
Killed him. Yes. It's kind of a racist Jewish thing that we did with Biggie Small's body to turn him into baby oil. Do you think they really turned Jewish people into soap?
I hope so.
What's Dove?
It's not where Dove comes from. No, no, that was like a thing. Where did you say you hope so?
Yes.
That's terrible. It's a very bad thing.
Well, they're dead, right?
Hopefully. No, that sounds
Yeah,
bad.
they've
now, too.
lived to like
Fuck.
150 and then they died and now they're so.
Yeah, sure. If natural
That's
causes.
what I meant. Yeah, natural causes.
Yeah,
They lived a
yeah.
long, fruitful life. No one ever bothered them, and then they
Yeah.
voluntarily turned themselves into soap to help society.
Yeah, the Nazis were just big into recycling.
You never said Nazis, okay?
Okay. The supposed people that turn Jews into soap. But my thoughts on that are that why would they
turn a Jew into soap?
into soap? Do you wonder how the process works? No, it's just it would be weird if they like turned them into soap because why would they want to rub Jews on their body? Why would they want to clean themselves with Jews? You know,
Great question. Yeah.
it doesn't sound like a thing that really happened. It sounds kind of like made up. Kind of like
Maybe-
Anne Frank's diary.
Maybe they want to do what I do, and I just put the bar up my ass.
Okay. Now, that is Dom type stuff.
No,
You're a sub.
no, I'm a Kirby. This is
You're
what I
being-
do. Okay.
You're becoming Jewish.
Woo! Sucky noise.
I am become Jewish, clipper of coins. Yeah, I'm saying D tier for Diddy.
D
Yep.
for the diddler.
Yeah. That's worst slave so far.
Good old penis daddy.
Penis. That'd be so funny if he changed his name again to Penis Daddy.
Yeah, that's his jail name.
Yeah. I'm changing it again for no reason. Puff Diddy Daddy Penis Daddy Diddy. Pee-pee diddy daddy. Diddy daddy dirty money pee-pee daddy. All right, Mike, we're moving on to yours now. I'm curious about your explanations of these.
Hold on, I gotta get my whatever I fucking sent you.
I can just tell you if you want.
No. Okay, number one here, RJ, is fucking Neo. Okay, in the Matrix, they're all slaves. Neo, Mr. Anderson, was once a slave until he woke up. So the majority of his life up until one point spent a time as a slave. He wakes up in the real world and he sees all the enslaved people, and then he becomes the one. All that kind of bullshit, or whatever. But Mr. Anderson, for a period of time, is definitely a slave. And then you actually find out that he's more of a slave because he's this like archetypal Jesus type character when the Matrix has been made like 6 times at this point. So you find out that Mr. Baby Robot Guy, the architect.
Of course, Mr. Baby Robot Guy.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you type in Baby Robot Matrix, you will know exactly what I mean. Okay, hold on.
Robot Matrix.
No, it's so the next picture over.
This?
Yeah, that's Baby Robot Guy.
Deus Ex Machina?
Yeah, those are all the Sentinels in the real world that are coming together to form this baby face to talk to Neo, to make a deal with him. But you find out that Neo isn't like this special thing. It's that they create these anomalies inside the Matrix that need to exist, and then they just remake the Matrix after they do whatever they do. So Neo he's like the 6th or something like that, whatever, one character. And he's just part of another system that he thought he wasn't part of it, and then turns out he's just part of their other system. So he, once again, is a slave.
I kind of think she would make a better slave for some reason.
Oh, no, she offers cookies, baby.
Okay.
Come down here, baby, and eat some of these cookies.
I mean, kind of that's what I'm saying. There we go.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Well,
Just up in the kitchen. Ain't your mama up in the kitchen?
just making cookies for you, baby.
Wait, there's a different Oracle?
Yeah, so the first actress in the first Matrix, she died in real life, and so they made into an actual storyline to where when she comes back, she looks different, and it's because of the architect. So.
It's interesting they didn't choose to like change her too much, you know?
Why? Why would you need to change just a beautiful woman that much?
Okay, I don't want to get into it. I don't want to get into it.
But anyways, Neo is a top tier slave, RJ, because he was a slave when he was in the Matrix. Comes out of the Matrix, thinks that he's not a slave. Turns out, still a slave. Does not get
I don't
paid
remember much of the Matrix.
Yeah, you never will. You can watch them 15 times in a row, RJ, and
Oh,
you still
watch
won't be able.
them. Yeah, no, we're talking about the one movie, The Matrix. Nobody's ever seen the other one.
Yeah, I haven't
Except
seen
for
the other
me,
ones.
okay?
Or the Animatrix.
seen them all.
Nobody's ever seen these.
So many times.
They don't exist.
Didn't you make me like watch the first? Oh no, it was Lord of the Rings. You came over to my house.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you were watching that, and I got
watch
bored.
that scene where the hobbits woke up in some mystical world
No,
somewhere?
I
where
thought it
they're
was the Matrix.
tied to tubes all of a sudden, and then there's like black elves in these caves.
It's kind of like futuristic Lord of the Rings.
No, you went over to my mom's house and you were watching. I thought it was either the Matrix or the Lord of the Rings, and I got bored. But we had the little Weber barbecue, and I was like, I'm just gonna go outside and barbecue because I got bored of whatever we were watching.
I don't remember this, but you've seen The Matrix.
Yes, I've seen the first one.
I don't think I would have
Lord of
watched the
Rings.
second one or the third one.
Yeah, I don't know if I saw.
I
I saw
watched
parts
them
of
all,
one.
and when someone said to me, "Well, those are bad," I said, "What are you talking about?
You're crazy.
You're
you don't
fucking
understand
nuts.
cinema.
You don't understand the future of trans people." Okay.
Did Neo get whipped?
Kind of. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I'm listening.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I mean, spiritually, he got whipped. I know that.
No, physically too. He gets blinded.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Again,
blind. Is that why he's wearing the glasses?
He's a Jesus type character, so like
And he's
Jesus
not paid.
was whipped, and yeah.
Okay.
Did he build a railroad?
Did he build
Down
a
points.
railroad? He can fly.
but other people can't.
Yeah, so I don't think a slave could be like, hey, I could fly. Then you just fly away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so.
But that's not how. Okay, I can't
It's a
get
great-
into.
it's a great
It's
point.
not a great point.
It is a great
it doesn't-
point. You can fly away at any time.
But he's in the Matrix when he can fly, RJ. That's not the real world.
RJ and I both don't understand what the
I
Matrix
know
Yes.
is.
you guys are too retarded to understand why he's a slave.
Okay, so I live here.
So okay, RJ. Okay.
Can I fly
No,
here
shh.
if I'm Neo?
Can you
baby
look up
boy, baby boys, baby boys. Shh.
Okay.
Okay, computers get mad at the human race and enslave them and use them as batteries. Okay?
Computers.
And in order for them to be good batteries.
Here we go. I got a visual. Okay.
In order
walk
for
us
the
through this.
humans to be good batteries, they have to put their minds inside of a computer. But that's the only way that their bodies will be good batteries, as long as their minds are occupied in a computer. So
Wait,
when,
so computers control
Mm-hmm.
reality?
no, it's not reality. Computer controls the body, and your mind is inside the matrix. And the matrix is a built place for us. So they control that reality. They don't control the real world reality. If you escape the matrix, they can hunt you down and kill you. But they only control your mind inside of the matrix. Neo is special because he's able to break that control inside the matrix. But it turns out even though he thinks he's broken it, he's still part of the system. That's like, if you've watched Succession, it's the same thing.
Haven't seen Succession.
I know.
saw
this
it
is
and I don't understand
just
it
move
still.
on. You guys are too stupid.
I
Okay.
don't. So, who made the computers?
Humans. So humans made the first AI.
So humans win in the end.
So the humans are
No,
the slaves.
humans always lose. So yeah, exactly. Because humans make the robots. The robots and the humans get into a big war. The robots black out the sky so that humans can't get any more sunlight anymore. Which is why you see all the cool black people in the caves in the real world doing
yeah,
orgy
yeah.
stuff. Yeah,
I don't remember that.
I remember the orgies.
yeah. With Lawrence Fishburne just out there with his big old dick flopping on people's heads.
Did he flash dong in the Matrix?
Oh yeah, he flashed dong all over the place.
What? Okay.
Yeah, see,
Can we look that
I'll have
up?
to watch
That
these.
got
Yeah,
him
we'll look this
excited.
up. Yeah. Lawrence Fishburne dong.
daughter dong.
I've seen daughter dong. Yeah. Oh, this
Good old Larry
this
Fish here.
fucking guy.
Anyways,
All right. I don't think he's a good slave because
He
he
is-
can
he's-
fly.
but no, that's
For one
only
thing.
in the Matrix, and it's still controlled inside the Matrix. That's what you guys don't understand.
Is the Matrix where we live right now?
I can't explain to you Inception either. So like, because that's what.
That's a movie. Bane. Bane's in the movie Inception.
Yeah. Okay.
And he goes to space
Let's
with
just-
Matthew McConaughey.
Let's just move on.
So,
But you can put them wherever you want. I don't
So-
care. Just move on.
is the Matrix where we live right now?
If you believe that we're inside of a simulation, then yes. But your mind is in the simulation. Your body in the Matrix franchise, your body is not in the Matrix. It's just your mind because your
shit.
So-
body is being used.
I'm gonna go
as a
find an
battery.
orgy.
So is his body the slave or his mind the slave?
It turns out it's both. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so in that reality, did slaves exist in America?
Yeah. And then the
Then he would-
robots. So the robots became the slaves, and then they decided to fight back.
So it sounds like anybody else would be a better slave than Neo. That's all I'm saying.
Could you
No,
enslave?
he's the best slave because you don't understand the purpose of the one character. The one character, it's necessary in order for people in the Matrix to continue being good batteries. That's again, I can't explain this to you guys. You guys are too stupid. Okay?
I'm trying to follow, and
I
I'm
don't
trying
want
to think
talk.
about batteries.
I didn't think I had to intellectualize for you the Matrix, which is
I'm
all
gonna go as
about
high as
slavery.
I'm gonna go as high as B. I don't
It's
think I can go above B.
Oh my god, it's about
I'll give you
it's
C.
about dudes who are enslaved in their mind because they want to be women. That's like the whole enslaved people is the entire, which is why he goes to the rural, which is why Lawrence Fishburne is black. That's like the entirety of why.
Enslaved people, enslaved
Anyways,
people.
you guys
I know
don't
that term.
understand. let's just move on. You guys are too stupid.
We're putting that at C tier.
Yeah,
Hey, all of you dumb fucking queers that think Devin's cool, he's retarded.
He is retarded.
Move on.
Oh, because I don't understand the Matrix.
Yeah, because you're too involved with race statistics. Move on.
Can you be too involved with race statistics?
He looks up a lot of gay stuff.
Yeah, I could tell you what the bullet size is, but I can't tell you what happens in a movie.
Okay, what are you talking about? The bullet that was hitting Neo? That was going towards
None
Neo?
hit him. He dodged
Well, I think they were
them all.
shooting MP5s, which is a 9mm internally suppressed. So it would be a 9mm, possibly subsonic.
The bullet size is this big.
It's
But I can't
0.38
tell
inches.
you why he is in the bathtub. That's all gooey.
That part scared me. I remember seeing that, and then he got the thing in his brain.
and took it out, and it was like, blah, it turned into alien.
I remember that.
Yeah, and he came a little bit. And,
That was all cum.
he just had cum dribbling out of his cock for a second. Well, soft.
Literally, while he's
I
sleeping,
need to go back in.
everybody that's like, since he was in the tub, he's just sitting in there, and everyone just walks by and bukakis him. So it's just filled up with like just.
It's just daily, just Lawrence Fishburne
Yeah.
just walking by and jerking off on him. Like, you're in the Matrix, Neo. Ooh, spooky. Computer batteries. You're a battery, Neo. Go to
Anyways,
sleep again.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are
Yeah, take the fucking blue pill again.
Yeah, super smart guys. Okay, let's move
I
on.
remember blue pill, red pill.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
I don't know. Fucking,
You.
you got me distracted.
ooh.
Oh, Utslid of Bebenberg.
Okay. So,
Utslid of Bebenberg.
so is this one going to be as hard to explain as Neo?
Utslid, son of Utslid. Yeah, we from Bebenberg.
Well, so he's Uhtred Jr. then.
Yes, Utslid, son of Utslid.
Okay.
Who's a Saxon, and also he was raised by Vikings, and he was
Okay.
enslaved, and he's kind of based off of a real character.
Okay, so he's a Viking.
That's cool.
He's a Saxon that was they were his father's dominion was in Northumbria, which is like kind of like just below Scotland, and so
One.
And so this is a TV show and a book series. The book series and the TV show is both good. Anyways, so his dad dies and he gets raided by Vikings, and so essentially he ends up getting enslaved by the King Viking that took him.
Okay.
And so he gets raised as a Viking, and then he spends the rest of his life fighting for what he thinks is the good side, which sometimes is the Vikings and sometimes is the Saxons.
Okay.
But he spends his
So-
youth as a slave, and then he's able to not be a slave for a little bit, and then guess what happens? He gets enslaved again.
Okay.
He's
so
he's a Northman type.
So is he like if he got enslaved again, is he like easy to capture?
What does
like
that mean?
can you make him do work for you?
Are you easy to capture? Yes.
Easier than some.
Yeah,
easier.
cheese, candy, beer.
I mean, I think this is like a central tenet for a good slave.
I
Like
think he's a
top-tier
good slave.
Is
From what you
capable
described.
of being captured.
Yeah.
Can I put a net over him? Yeah, sure.
That's why Pokemon ranked so high, because you can capture them.
Because if he's too powerful, like this is why I don't think Neo's a good slave, because he's too powerful and
He's
he can just
not
kinda
though. That's
bust
why
out
you're
of it.
retarded. You don't understand that he has no power at all. It's all false. It's not
He
real
can
power.
fly.
It's not real. That's not real, Devin.
Can he fly?
That's in a computer. It's not real.
You
Okay.
can be a slave in a computer.
I know. That's what you do in your off time. I get it, man. Okay?
Or just play
Minecraft.
Slave Simulator.
You could be a slave in a computer.
Yeah.
You could do it. I mean,
I play the games that I play if you want. Plays Call of Duty and he just like walks around giving people ammo packs.
but yeah, the Last Kingdom is the series, and Uhtred. I forgot what the real guy might be named Uhtred. I can't remember. It's like loosely based off of this real character who was like the whole show is like pivotal around like the first king of England, like the first guy who's like, I'm going to unite England as like the king of the Saxons. That's what like,
Okay.
the whole series is about.
Okay, so
Anyways, he was a slave as a kid, wasn't a slave for a little bit, then became a slave as an adult again, and then wasn't a slave, and then he's kind of a slave all the time because he's having to work for King Alfred or who's ever the next king, things like that. So,
King Alfred.
yeah.
So if he's my slave, what is he going to do for me? Am I going to have trouble with him? Is he going to be all uppity?
I think B or A.
I think he's gonna kill
I'm
RJ
gonna
for
vote that.
you. So,
Okay.
without a moment's hesitation, you
So
say,
he's a good slave. Like he's subservient and possibly powerful? Or does he kind of resist being a slave?
It depends. As a kid, he doesn't really resist much as a kid.
So if I'm a good slave owner, then he might listen to me? If I treat him well?
Sure, your kid slave is going to listen to you when you rape him. Sure, yep.
Oh, so he got raped. Okay, interesting. So that's a pretty good slave. I'm going to say A.
Can I say B or A? Next.
I'll give you A on that one. All right, what's the next one?
Pakun. Oh, wait, no. Sorry.
We'll get to that later.
Maximus Decimus Meritus.
So this is Russell Crowe from Gladiator,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yep.
Now, what happens in the movie Gladiator?
God, do I have to explain Gladiator to you guys?
No, I'm just saying for people out there that might not remember
I'm not going to
Gladiator.
explain Gladiator to you guys. You guys just put him wherever he goes.
Okay, so
Top tier slave.
I'm thinking he kind of like gets out of slavery, though, right?
No, he dies as a slave, Devin.
That's pretty cool.
Okay.
I-
Did he get a lot of work done, like while he was a slave?
I think that you guys have a really weird concept of slaves that are cool.
I think we're coming at it from different angles here.
No,
Yeah,
I
I'm-
think that clearly the slaves that kill the masters are the best slaves. And you guys are like, no, the best slaves are the ones
hold
that
on.
listen to me.
We'll get to my list, okay?
I
No spoilers for
understand.
my list.
I understand you two like slaves. And I like the people that break slavery, which are the
have
coolest slaves.
No opinion on that.
I would say
but
if you asked 100 people, they would all agree with me. The best slaves are the ones that break slavery.
I mean, I'm just looking at this objectively and just kind of trying to rank the best slaves.
Sure, as a cool
And if I'm-
white guy, this is how you're looking at it.
Maybe, you know.
I'm just gonna say I like
Plan
Russell
to.
Crowe's outfit, so either.
All right, RJ wants to move on.
I'm gonna give A tier.
A tier. What's the next one?
Leia Organa.
Leia Organa.
Don't.
Why
like
did
me.
you choose that picture?
But why wouldn't I choose that picture?
Why
I told
wouldn't
you,
you choose slave Leia picture?
if you send me just
I-
a name and no
RJ,
pictures,
RJ.
He Google searched and he picks.
I
RJ.
picked the first picture.
How on earth are you that stupid?
I
To be
picked
like,
the
we're
first
doing
picture.
slaves. I'm definitely not going to choose the picture where
this
she's
one?
hot in a
This
fucking metal
one?
bikini.
I don't know. That does nothing for me. I
Yeah,
don't
because
get
the
it.
big slug guy behind there does everything for you.
Oh, she's kinda in the way
get
of
those
him.
fucking slimy folds back there.
Oh, there we go. Now we got a picture. That sexy ass robot in the back. Ooh. And that guy.
That's Salacious Crumb. Yes.
That's his name.
Salacious.
So funny. George Lucas is so fucking retarded. I love it. I love his naming. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, so I just he's got cum in his mouth. Mucho cum in my mouth.
Anyways, Slave Leia rules because just look at that. Not
Well,
this
yeah,
picture. Not that picture.
Yeah, of course. If you don't send me the pictures, I just picked the first one on Google.
Like,
I
okay,
didn't think. I'm pretty sure
just-
Slave Leia culturally is pretty well known at this point.
Well, you didn't send me Slave Leia. You sent me Leia
Oh,
Organa.
I said Leia Organa. Okay. Don't try to cover
What?
this up
Because it's
as
on a
if you didn't
slave
make
tier
a
list.
incredibly.
I should have known. Should have known or something.
Go to picture number 2.
Number 2. I think that's a. Oh no, that's really.
Yeah, this
That's
is
her. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Good old Carrie Fish back in
Just
the
on a
day.
little thigh there.
Oh yeah. You know that they you are not allowed to refer to her as Slave Leia anymore
Why?
because they don't like that word apparently at Disney. Oh,
Okay.
now we're talking Disney.
Hell yeah. Took some artistic liberties, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, I wish we could look at Slave Leia big tits, but I don't think we can.
Thick slave Leia.
The thick.
Well, this is just a plus-size costume. That shouldn't exist. That's not what I'm talking about.
That's not plus size.
Hold up. Here we go. Yeah. Who's that?
Do you like the belly button ring? You like a little dangly ring down there?
Yeah, sure. What your name is, girl? Shoot. I gotta get off of here before we get kicked off YouTube.
No, if guys can shove things up each other's butts on YouTube, how dare you?
Yeah, damn you.
I 100% agree. That video was so disturbing, and they just allow it. Millions of views.
Mm-hmm.
Their top video on that channel has like 70 million views.
Yeah.
And it's just gay guys talking about how to have gay sex and then shoving things into their asses on YouTube.
Anyways, RJ, where are you putting Leia Organa?
So besides being just I'm gonna have you chained up and be my possession.
A slave.
Did
yes.
did he
Besides being a slave.
make her do
Yeah.
anything for him?
Yes.
Yeah, did she get anything
She
done?
had to dance for him. She had to get food for him. He tried to fuck her.
I wanna know how
on
that
the
works.
I
cusp
mean,
of
Devin
that.
tries to
Exactly.
do this to me daily, but I
He
don't think I'm
chains
a
you up
slave.
and puts you in a bikini and makes you dance.
Yeah.
And you're like, I'm doing this willingly.
Yeah, but I call him my little salacious crumb.
Yeah, he just gets drunk. This is drunk Devin. So
I make RJ eat off the kitchen floor.
I don't know if that's a slave or that's it's just just a dom and sub situation.
RJ, she's called Slave Leia. It's a slave. She is.
I'd call him Slave
enslaved
Devin.
by
Doesn't mean
Jabba.
he's Slave Devin.
I don't.
Just a nickname.
Exactly. I'm Dom Daddy Devin.
We could just move on. You two are too stupid to understand basic.
I'm
concepts,
giving
apparently.
her S for sexy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes. She's got an S tier.
All right, let's move
Now-
on to the last one.
What is this last
You
one
fucking
here?
idiots. Conan the Barbarian.
Conan.
Conan.
O'Brien.
Yep. I need to explain Conan the Barbarian.
I didn't know he was a slave.
Yeah, it was
Oh
a
my
cool
gosh,
show.
you guys are so fucking stupid.
I'm sorry, I don't watch shirtless
Oh,
guys.
I'm
and-
sorry. I could tell you everything about the Las Vegas shooting, but I can't tell you anything about Conan the Barbarian.
What do you want to know about the Las Vegas shooting? The time that you spent watching One Piece is the amount of body cam footage I've watched from the Las Vegas shooting.
Yeah, that's just One Piece. I've seen a lot more, brother.
Well, yeah, I just watched a 3-hour Sandy Hook documentary the other day, too. You want to talk
Okay,
about
maybe
that?
maybe that's Naruto. Okay, let's move on.
Okay.
What else you got? Okay, 'cause
That
I got Dragon Ball on top of
Okay,
that. Okay, I got
your-
JoJo's on top of that. Come on, we
So
keep
your
going.
Dragon Ball would probably be equivalent to my... I would probably just say 9/11.
Yeah,
That's
I was
pretty
gonna say
big.
probably
Yeah,
9/11.
9/11.
You looked
that's
up
I
a
can
a-
go
lot.
JoJo's. I can go Star Wars. I can go.
What's the one you've
Matrix,
seen the least of?
I can go Lord of the Rings. I can go Harry Potter. Where are we going here, brother? Huh?
Okay, well, I'm just thinking like the
I
one
could
you've
just
seen least of.
Keep stacking up the time I've wasted in my life. Okay, I could keep stacking it up.
How much Chainsaw Man have you watched? There's
I-
not that much of it, right?
No, there's only like 10 episodes, but I'm current on Chainsaw Man.
That's my Tartaria.
Okay.
That's how much I've
There's
listened
not
to
a lot of
Tartaria.
Chainsaw Man out there.
Not a lot of Tartaria either.
No.
They're still figuring it out.
Mm-hmm.
They're still writing the season.
Anyways, Conan the Barbarian, he's a slave. He's pushing the wheel. Don't worry about it. He's just a jack barbarian who kills people. He's pretty cool. Don't worry about it. Okay.
Okay, so he is a slave.
Yeah, at points in his life, he's a slave.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I saw what was the one? Oh no, that was Hercules in New York.
Well, I think he's like Gladiator.
Hercules
Gladiator guy is
in
cool and
New
kills
York.
people.
This is another. Yeah, this is the one I was thinking of. And I was like, I thought he traveled through time or something.
Or something.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't see the
I don't
movie.
think, no one knows the plot of that movie.
No one knows. It doesn't exist.
Yeah. He's pushing
So-
the wheel. He's getting jacked. Don't worry about it. Okay.
It seems like he. Okay, I will say this from my point of view on the slave tier list.
From my
he seems
point
like
of view.
my porno view, my POV. He could do a lot for me as a slave.
Yeah, he can do everything. What are you
But
talking
he's-
about?
Yeah, exactly. So he'd be a good slave. I would say A tier.
Yeah,
more
I'd say
than more than
What?
Maximilian.
He's a military general.
Maximilian.
Yes. You've never seen Gladiator?
I saw.
I have it on
People said it
VHS.
was good. I remember the lion. That's all. That's literally all I remember.
I don't remember the
Field,
movie,
the
but I've
field
seen
of wheat, fields of gold.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, folks out there. I forgot who I was doing a podcast with.
I'm sorry, I'm not a cinephile. And I don't remember
Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Sorry, I've only seen Ridley Scott's popular movies, okay?
Ridley Scott did Gladiator?
Okay.
So I'll put Conan as A tier because he seems like he
A.
could do a lot for me, and I can make him fight
he could
people.
do everything for you.
And you said this guy died, so he's not as good of a slave because he can't fight people for me.
Yeah. I want to explain why he died.
Was it the lion?
No.
Okay. Well, if he died from the lion, I'd give him credit because that's like a scary fight.
No, I don't need to go into the purpose of his death.
All right. Are we ready for mine?
Yeah.
Yep.
Now, I think you can tell by now I've come at this from a different angle.
Yeah, I can tell.
Okay. So
We know what type of slave you would be. Don't worry about it.
I'm on the list, but we're not getting to me first.
Mm-hmm.
So my first one on the list is Filipinos.
Mm-hmm.
So Filipinos,
Terrible slaves, D tier.
how? They're so subservient, and you could trick them easily.
They try to please people.
They're not
tiny?
going to do anything for you.
Yeah,
if you have
like
enough of them,
No, they still won't. Have you not seen Minions? They don't accomplish anything.
no, but they still are my slaves.
They make you giggle, but that's it. That's not a good slave.
Well, I would have different races of slaves, and I think that they're
No,
easily
we're only
enslaved
talking
people.
about Filipinos.
Yes, but the Filipinos would be my my jester slaves.
I don't think they'd be that easy for you to enslave, to be honest with you. They're
I think
jungle
historically that they've been enslaved pretty easily.
I don't think the Spanish enslaved them. I think the Spanish beat them, but I don't think they enslaved them.
Filipino slaves. Hey, they already know what I'm talking. Yes, Filipinos were subjected to slavery both before and during the Spanish colonial period in the Philippines. I actually didn't know this.
Me neither.
Yeah, so I can say the word.
Yes, you can. You just try it out. See how it feels. The pre-colonial societies in the Philippines had forms of servitude, including debt bondage and hereditary slavery.
They've got the sticks, you know?
Exactly. They can't fight back because
With
I have
sticks.
guns.
They could beat the fuck out of you with a stick, though.
I have guns.
I know, but you get 1,000 minions with some sticks?
I'm going to be honest.
They're not going to rise up, though,
They
because
can't
they're
fly
Filipinos.
away.
They can't fly away. Thank you, RJ. Now we're thinking. They could build me a railroad. It might not be a functioning railroad, but it would be a railroad.
No, out of Asian slaves, they're D tier.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll give you...
No, you
I'll
don't
give
get to decide.
I'm
It's up to
saying,
RJ and I. Okay?
RJ, what do you say?
I don't think they're the best slaves. They are quite lazy.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems a little biased.
Yeah.
Seems like he has inside knowledge on this.
Unless your slavery is watching porn.
But
Maybe that is.
You
Maybe
can have-
I'm an internet slaver.
you can have a group of minions and they will get stuff done eventually. They might break it. They might have to do it again. So I'm going to give you at least a C.
Yeah,
on
they
it.
Filipino call centers.
They
Yeah,
might
those are
accidentally
slaves.
kill you.
Yes, they might.
Yeah, so that's D tier. They're going to kill them on
They're
accident.
not going to kill me.
It's going to be an accident. You're going to let your
They
guard
would
down.
build some sort of Rube Goldberg machine that would put me in some sort of mousetrap situation.
They just want to hang out and chill.
Say, oh, the bucket, the land on you too heavy. We can't pick you up.
Also,
they're just
you would
watching
just get
YouTube and
annoyed. Imagine, okay,
Yeah,
hold on. Imagine you got one RJ. Imagine living with 10 RJs.
Fuck. Well, they'd be in the backyard.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Speaking of
It
which, I
doesn't
cleared up that
matter.
back room, and RJ, I'm going to need you to set up your bed in there.
Just put something cool in there and I'll be like, ooh, I want to hang out here now.
Leave a trail of candy.
Yeah.
But you have to worry about the 10, and we're not talking about 20, 30, 40, 50, because that's how many. I mean, there's a lot of minions.
I'd need a lot. Yeah, I'd need like 200
I know.
Filipinos.
Yeah. Imagine dealing with 200 RJ.
I don't have to deal with them, though, because they're my slaves. It's different. I'm not sharing a house with them.
Try to imagine dealing with a minion, though. You do this, they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
Banana.
Yeah, they're gonna shoot a rocket launcher into your asshole on accident.
And they're going to all laugh.
because they're indestructible.
And they're gonna start singing because they can all sing.
Okay, so where are we putting them?
I like C.
Also, they're gonna see RJ and see what he does. You know what I mean?
I'm the ringleader. Leader.
You're gonna start the slave uprising.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just gonna be a bunch of Snorlaxes not letting me park my car in the driveway.
We're just all gonna go to sleep.
Yeah, RJ goes in the back porch, says, "You know he's a fag, right?"
You can just call him gay and he'll flip out. The fuck? Where did you learn this language? Who taught you how to read? All right. We'll deal with C tier for that. So the next one is the Surinamese people.
What?
Now, these are people from Suriname.
Is that next to
Suriname. I don't know where it is, but they're very distinct looking
Africans?
people.
African or South Americans?
Well, they're all over the place. And I think it's an untapped market as far as slaves go.
Go to Wikipedia.
Okay. Wikipedia, Surinamese people from Suriname, northern South America.
Caribbean.
Also considered part of the Caribbean. Ooh, see? Close by. I can go get a boatload of them. They're Muslims.
Yeah, nope.
Probably hard workers.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Here we go. No.
You lost me there, brother.
The Muslim part?
Yeah.
You don't think I can make Muslim slaves?
No.
Even these Muslims.
No.
Look at them. They're already dressed up in slave outfits. I think I could. I mean, look at all of them. They're all kinds of crazy different people.
Yeah, because of the slave trade.
But they look, maybe. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, 100%.
But but they all have a distinct look to them. You know, they're like Asian South Americans. And they're kind of black. So
Brazilians.
I would love to enslave some Brazilians. Those guys suck. So they're easily identifiable. So like if one of them gets out,
How
I
are
can
they
be like-
easily identifiable? They look like multiple different races,
yeah, but they're like black Filipinos.
which is not specific at all.
I don't know. Well, that one looks Indian actually. Damn,
They could just be
Indians
Filipino,
are just
too.
black Filipinos. I don't know, think about it. Look at that lady. Yeah, it's an untapped market. It's close by. I think I'll make a slave out of you.
This is gonna be down there for me, RJ.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah, D tier there,
All right,
buddy.
I'll give you that one. All right, Aboriginals.
Okay, now we're getting somewhere.
Yeah. Now this guy, I'll be able to pick out of a crowd.
True.
Right?
Yes. The fucking Joker.
Yeah. No, I'm not gonna.
yeah.
I'm not gonna
That's
walk.
the Joker. Yep, for sure.
Yes, I'm the Aboriginal Joker. Yeah, I'm not gonna walk to the grocery store and be like, "Hey, have you seen my slave?" And this guy's wearing a mustache and be like, "No slaves here." Like, I'll be able to pick him out of a crowd. Like, get back to the plantation, buddy.
Why are all your slaves escaping? I don't understand.
That's the biggest problem with slavery. All right, you guys didn't do this thought experiment the way that I did.
So you're constantly worried about them escaping.
Yes. That's a big thing with
Because he
slaves.
weld the fences, and obviously there's some weak points on it.
I'd make my slaves weld the fences, and if I had those damn Filipino slaves, then yeah, my slaves would get out.
Yeah, they fell asleep halfway through.
Yeah.
Aboriginals have barely seen technology.
I don't need them to like do computer work for me.
What
one
are they
thing
going to do for you?
Okay, so if I had a slave, yard work for one thing. I would have them figure out where the ants are coming from, get rid of those. They might have some sort of Aboriginal witch doctor magic or something to get rid of those.
You paint the house and stuff.
Paint the house. I mean, honestly, just house stuff.
I like that.
I don't want them to cook for me. I'm going to cook for myself, and they can cook for themselves. You know.
I like, for some reason, Aboriginals riding kangaroos. I just like that visual.
That is pretty cool. Like a chocobo from Final Fantasy. Hell yeah. That's whimsical. I like that. But yeah, Aboriginals, you can pick them out of a crowd. Great slaves. I think they are very easily enslaved. I've never met one, but I think they would be. Which is another big part about being a top slave.
Were they
easily enslaved?
Did anyone ever try to enslave them? Did England ever be like, let's try?
Well, they did. So in Australia, they did have. I don't know if they were really like slaves. I don't know what they did with the Australian Wild West, but they treated them like slaves.
Really? It seemed more like they were like the steppe people, where they're just like, they just seem too scary to go up there. We're just gonna stay down here.
No, they did. I think they were like, I think they were like butlers and stuff.
Mammies?
Yeah. They did minstrel shows
So
with
they're
them.
just Alfred.
Yeah, Aboriginal slavery in Australia involving forced labor, kidnapping, and other forms of exploitation of Aboriginal people. This included various sectors like pearling cattle and the pastoral industry. While not always legally sanctioned, it was a reality for many Aboriginal people, with some experiencing conditions akin to slavery well into the 20th century. So, they got a history of being slaves.
They got a couple of them.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good slaves.
I'll give you C.
Yeah,
What?
C tier. Yeah, C
That's
tier.
A tier.
B. I give you B. I'll give you B because I like his.
We need
I
more
like his
B.
face.
He's a good slave. All right, next one. I don't think this is a good one, but I had to put it on there. The Irish.
D tier.
D tier slaves. All right.
No, he did some stuff.
No,
I'll
they
give you.
didn't. There's no contribution from the. There's nothing in the building of America where they're like, yeah, the Irish did that.
That's because no one cares about him, right, Devin? Tell us your feelings, Devin.
Ooh, controversial historical narrative promoted online. Interesting by white nationalists.
In 4chan chat rooms.
This is Devin posting about it. We were slaves.
We was slaves.
we was gangs. Irish power.
Interesting
Hold up.
here, Devin.
First American slaves unite. Hell yeah.
The Irish slave myth. Interesting here.
This is not good, Devin.
This is not good for you, buddy.
It's going down. I was about to give you like a C,
Sounds like a
maybe
Jewish trick.
maybe a B.
Pseudo-historical narrative that
'Cause I like
conflates
Lucky
the
Charms.
penal transportation and indentured servitude
No,
of
this
Irish
is penal.
people.
Give him.
Yeah, this is Devin. The
yeah,
conspiracy
jealous.
theory that historians and media are covering up Irish slavery.
Sounds about right to me.
Yeah, and who's in charge of that media cover up there, RJ?
Exactly. Now we're talking.
I do like Lucky Charms, so that you get bumped up for that.
Okay, so
But do you like Devin?
I like Lucky Charms.
You're gonna be living in the back house tonight, boy.
I do like his face and his hat too, so I'm gonna give you B.
No way.
B. I'll take a
Irish.
B. I mean, think about this.
You think
As-
Irish are better slaves than Filipinos?
Yeah,
No,
well, okay,
yeah,
because
100%.
we're retarded. Yes,
Yeah, no, they
I'm-
just
yeah,
they're
Filipinos
drunks
suck.
though.
but I've always said this about the Irish.
You can
being
get shit
slaves.
done drunk.
Can I say my thing?
No, they're just writing poetry about farts and shit and piss and stuff. That's what they do.
He does that a
Yeah,
lot.
hilarious. Because we were enslaved, but we didn't even know it. We were so retarded. We could have gotten away at any moment. We could have just left.
You're saying you're stupider than Filipinos.
Yes.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
just
The
glad
Irish
that's
are
on-
retarded.
I'm just glad that's on record. That you think that you're
I've said
dumber
this.
than RJ.
I've said this
No,
many
hold on,
times.
Hold on. Just be clear.
Yes, yes.
Just
Mike,
to be clear.
say it again.
That you
Can't
are stupider than
My
RJ.
my people are.
No.
My people
Sorry,
are
he
stupider
keeps
than
on
RJ.
interrupting. Mike, can you say that one more time?
Just to be clear again, RJ is smarter than you.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Indubitably.
Yeah,
Irish
academically
are-
for sure.
Irish are better slaves than Filipinos because we're retarded. That's it.
I'm just glad we got to that point. That RJ
All
is
right.
smarter than you.
All right.
No.
The last one on my list is children. Okay, children are the best slaves because from everything that we read here,
I
with
love
the
this.
Irish slave
but they
myth,
get paid, right?
the Irish slave myth, and they talk about what is the thing? They basically say, oh, Irish people weren't really slaves because they had the hereditary slavery associated with black people where they would have children that were born into slavery. If you get the children, just like they do in Africa, the child soldiers, they're child slaves. You can raise them to be slaves.
True.
They don't even know that they're slaves. Best slaves. S tier. I'm not going to put it in S tier, though, because it's labeled sexy now. So I'll leave that
I'm fine with giving you A because you can make children do... Like, go clean that up.
Exactly.
And they're like,
I don't
and
think
even-
you guys are clearly not around kids. I just want to be clear about that because that's not.
I
how
do want to be
kids
clear
work.
about that, too. I am never around kids.
And also, that's not how that works for kids.
No, you tell them to do something, they do it.
Just
That's
think
it.
about you as a kid.
If somebody
Oh,
brought
I was different.
If
I was-
somebody brought out a whip, you would be like, fine, I'll go clean my room.
Yes, Daddy. That's what he would say.
Yeah. Yes, daddy. Yes, queen. Slay queen.
If somebody takes off a belt, I'm like, fine, I'll go do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Fine,
You
I'll
just-
jerk off.
Yeah, fine. I'll jerk off on camera so you can sell it to your friends online.
Nah, I just don't think that you're around kids enough to actually understand that concept.
I will agree with you on that. For the sake of, if the FBI is listening right now,
Traditionally,
not around
RJ,
children.
kids, not good listeners.
B tier then. No, but I
Kids,
like
not good
the baby on
listeners.
A.
Don't
I
listen.
say
Don't. We'll fight with you over everything. Need lots of sleep, but never sleep. Needs lots of food, but never eats.
That's true. But that's like raising a kid. I'm
But-
talking about raising a slave.
A. But they would go get a remote for you if you need the remote. 'Cause you said so.
I could even trick them into making them think everything's a game. Like, oh, you want to play that game where you mow the lawn again?
Again, I think that you think kids are really stupid.
No, I'm going to be such a good dad.
I think that you think all kids are retarded.
I'm going to be such a good dad. I'm gonna teach them how to pull themselves up by their bootstraps just like I did. Mhm. Yep. I ain't never had anything handed to me in my life.
Interesting lists that we have here.
We got a smorgasbord of different types
people
of slaves.
took this very literal.
This
I mean-
is free will right here.
Some
When I'm given an
people went
assignment, I like
Fictional slaves that are very famous and beloved by mankind and lots
to.
of
I didn't know we were
people.
talking about movies and TV shows. Just saying.
And the other one went whimsical, you know? Just
But he also did include the Chinese in there.
That's
I
pretty,
did research.
that's pretty whimsical.
They are
There's a lot of
whimsical
whimsy.
people. Yeah.
Look at Jackie Chan.
Slave
Jackie
to film.
Chan would be a hilarious slave. Jackie Chan, I will say it right now, is borderline Filipino because of the joy that he's brought me.
Now, to be honest with you, looking at this list, pound for pound, the best slaves, if we're going to consider them slaves, pound for pound, the best slaves are the Pokemon. So RJ did pick pound for pound the number one slaves.
Well, we didn't. There's one thing that we didn't put on here. It's black people.
You have an Aboriginal.
Yeah, I
That's
also have,
not the same.
I have P.
Look
Diddy.
at him.
He has
He's
P.
white.
Diddy. He has
He's-
P. Diddy.
This man is white.
He has P. Diddy.
Yeah, but I mean, like the whole.
Yeah, he's doing whiteface.
just like in general. I think historically they might be the
And
best.
you've got those
slaves.
South American black people. What are you talking
Yeah.
about?
Yeah, which you guys thought were pretty low on the list for
Yeah,
some
but
reason.
we have them on the list.
Yeah,
I thought I
because-
could make good workers out of them.
Pound for pound, you get like a group of Aboriginals versus a Charizard. I mean,
Yeah, I'd be pounding my slaves.
who's gonna win?
The Charizard.
Your group of minions versus RJ's Slowbro. Even that.
I'm not battling Surinamese people against Pokemon.
RJ can throw out Psyduck and fuck all of your shit up just with
Yeah,
that guy.
it's true.
Yeah, but Psyduck's not going to get me a beer from the fridge.
He
Could.
might. His head might hurt. He might complain about it. But
Yeah.
Exactly. Bad slave.
this will do it though.
My house is going to be so wet if Squirtle's just squirting everywhere.
My house is gonna be so wet.
So
Devin,
wet.
it's not squirt, it's pee.
Yeah, we're just gonna make his Pokemon rape you. So
Oh yeah, all of them. And I have all 150 or something. I don't know.
yeah, we don't know what their penises and pussies
Yeah.
look like either.
Can we-
so.
Can we do another tier list sometime where we only have 2 categories? We have house Pokemon and field Pokemon.
I think that would require too much work for you, to be honest with you.
I remember like at least 5 Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know there's more too.
Hitmonchan.
Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmonchop,
I didn't know about those.
Machop, Machoke, Machamp. Oh man, if RJ had a Machamp, you ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
You can be snuggled up against a 4-armed turtle beast.
Which one's gonna paint my house?
Well, anyone I think will paint your house.
But who's gonna do a good job and not get paint on the windows?
Who's gonna do a good job?
Who's gonna do the good job?
Who's gonna
around
do
here?
the good job painting my
I don't trust
fucking
Doug
house?
Trio.
He's good for the cellar. That's what
What's
he's good
Diglett
for.
gonna do for me? You know?
You can sit on them.
He can always be in your
sit on
ass.
He is a good butt plug Pokemon.
Yeah, he'll just pop out every now and then.
What's Clefairy gonna do?
She can put you to sleep.
That's
It's a
Jiggly-
girl?
That's Jigglypuff.
Oh, damn it.
I mean, Clefairy can use sleep too, but it's just a different context. You know what I mean, guys?
Yeah, we call that the date rape joke.
Oh, who's gonna paint your house? Who's gonna do everything for you, Mr. Mime?
Oh yeah, Mr. Mime.
he's gonna definitely for real paint your house.
Yeah. Mr.
Like-
Mime.
I think how Devin gets Mr. Mime as a slave, and he's like, "Yeah, go paint the house," and he's just miming painting the house. God
Okay,
damn
can you
it!
at least fucking like blow the leaves? And he's just ooh. Ooh. He's just Mr. Beaning around my house, just not doing shit. Like, fuck! There's no good slaves anymore.
RJ, can we trade?
He's over there with his Surinamese army. Beautiful painted house.
I'm just excited if he comes back and he's just like shows signs that he finished doing the leaf blowing, and you go out there, it looks exactly the same because he's been miming it the whole time.
Then I start yelling at him. He just pretends he's in a box and can't hear me. Fuck! God damn it!
He goes away on a rowboat.
Side duck's just behind me. Just I have a headache.
Magic carpet is flopping up and down.
Trip over a Snorlax.
You can't trip over a Snorlax.
He's too big.
You dumb fuck.